All right, all right. A very good morning to everyone who has joined the chat. So let me take this opportunity to welcome everybody who has joined the chat. And it is a pleasure to meet you once again. My name is Evans Rabare, a senior trainer with Africa 108. And we are doing this program in partnership with Google. So today we want to look at how to build your brand and sell online. So also before I proceed, let me also introduce to you my colleague, Pius Rono, who is going to be our moderator for today. So kindly get to familiarize yourself with the chat box because that is where we're going to be communicating. That is where we will be answering questions, seeking clarification, and I will be pausing just to answer them. So as I've just mentioned, we are going to look at how to build your brand and sell online. So when you hear about a brand, what comes to your mind? Of course, we have, a number of, different types of brands. So there is the personal brand, there is the business brand. And the most important thing is brand is usually attached to reputation. So when you hear about big corporates talking about brand, it is something that they've built over a period of time. And for you to have a good brand, it means that you have been consistent and you've also been giving the best services to your, to your client. So in this training, we have three broad agendas that we're going to look at. And our first agenda, we're going to discuss the importance of having an online presence as well as the steps you can take to establish your brand online. Thereafter, we're going to look at what you can do to develop an e-commerce offering or a website. And finally, we're going to look at how to utilize social media to drive sales. So we're going to look at ways of having online presence. After that, now we are going to take a step and look at how to develop an e-commerce offering. And then finally, we're going to look at how do you use social media to drive sales. So we're going to take to look at it in depth. How do you use Facebook? How do you use TikTok, Telegram, LinkedIn to drive sales? So here is not just using social media for the sake of it, but we want to make good use of it so that at least we generate revenue from social media. And this brings me to my very first question, which is, how do you currently market your product? How do you currently market your product? So as you think about this question, let me go through the chat box and look at the guys who've joined the chat. So I can see Pius just asking people to maybe to write down the expectation for the training, and also just for people to let us know where they're joining us from. So thank you so much, Pius, for the good moderation that you're doing so far. Also, I can see Joy joining from the KitGam. Thank you so much, Joy, for joining. So as you're proceeding, I asked you a simple question. How do you currently market your business? Are you using social media to market your business? Are you using banners, or are you using Telegram to market your business? Or are you using, the paid ads to market your business? So let me know. How do you market your product? All right. So I can see David Kiwanuka also joining. So David is saying, let's see what you're gonna show us. All right. Thank you so much, David, for joining. So I've just asked, how do you currently market your business? So I'm hoping for a few responses. So as you think of that, and let us move on and look at the very first agenda of how to establish your brand online. So just having an online presence is not enough. what you need to do is to proceed and build a strong online presence. So what are some of the benefits that it brought to your business by going online? And we have a statistics here that is going to help us understand the benefits in detail. So we have approximately 1.79 billion people who shopped online last year. And this is an improvement from the previous years, which was at 1.66 in the year 2019. We also have 97% of people learn more about businesses online than anywhere else. So I just want to hear from you whether that is true or not, because for me, if I want to know about a particular product or a particular organization, the first step that I usually take is to go to the search engine and type and look for that business. Normally, I would go to their website. In their website, I will also look at their location. I will look at the services that they're doing, anything that they're doing, as well as I will also look at the reviews that people usually leave about that business. So if it is a business that is offering services, chances are we have people who have conducted business with them, and they must have left reviews about the business either through Google My Business or through TripAdvisor or something like that. Also, I will also go to the images bit, where I'll just be looking at some of the images that they have posted, and that will give me all the information that I need about that business. So that is why we are saying 93% of people learn about a business online than anywhere else. So online will give me an opportunity to learn about a business that is not even close to where I am. So I can learn a business that is in Kampala. I can learn about a business that is in Jinja. Also, I can learn about a business that is in Tororo. So that is how, that is the power of the internet and the power of just having an online presence. So for businesses who don't have online presence, they're missing a lot, because chances are we have clients who are actively looking for their products, but they're not able to pop up on the first page, so that at least clients can learn about their business and engage them. So it is also estimated that by the year 2040, we have 95% of purchases that will be done through e-commerce offering. So how do business use internet? So we have a few ways that a business can use internet, but of course, if you have other ways that you've used internet that is not included in the list, kindly let me know. So one of the ways that a business can use internet is through selling products. It's pretty simple. Selling products. If you go to one of the e-commerce sites that are popular, if you go to Amazon, if you go to Kilimall, if you go to Jumia, you'll find people have displayed their products there. They've given a short description about the product, and they've also put some prices onto it. And that is how people do. You can sell your products through internet. So one of the basic uses of internet for business is to sell products and services, and these products could be from different categories. It could be from groceries to cars, to accessories, to services. So they could be, so they're from a range of services. Also, online selling eliminates the need for business to maintain a brick and mortar store, and in some cases, you don't need to have an inventory. So, as a business, you can also use internet to buy items and services online, such as bulk buying or office supply. So for me, you can also, so if you're looking for stocks, you can also buy products through the internet. So that is also another way that you can use internet to progress your business. Also, you can use internet to advertise. So businesses also use internet to find new customers, through advertising, offering text and banners ads on website as well as informational pieces. The internet allows advertisers to reach potential customers quickly and efficiently. So efficiently and timely in the sense that uh, when you place an ad through the internet, chances are you're going to reach people in a very short time, and not only in a very short time, you're going to reach a lot of people. So for instance, if you did an ad and the ad, it is estimated that you're going to reach 1 million people. So chances are when your live goes live, you're going to meet this 1 million people within a short period of time. And out of this 1 million, chances are 100 or 200 might convert to be your customers. So pay-per-click advertisements are distributed on the internet search engine and websites. So allowing businesses owners to reach potential customers using such terms related to their business. So as a business, you only pay for actions, clicks. So the affordability and the reach of some of the internet advertising puts even the smallest business owner in a position to compete with the larger businesses. Also, you can use internet as a business owner to reach customers. So there are various ways you can reach your customers. You can reach your customers through a calling, text messaging, through leaving reviews, through your social media pages. So business owners use internet to monitor customer purchasing trends, their interest. And also you can also be taking feedback that can help you to make informed decisions. So you can use internet as a business owner to reach customers, and you can reach them through various ways. Also, it can also help you to do a research on your competitors. So remember, competitors are people, are businesses that are doing similar business like yours. So an internet search on a competing company results into articles and news stories about competition that may help business owner to prepare for the changes in the industry. So you might be in the hotel industry, but for some reason your competitors are doing better than you. Not that they're offering services or better than you, but because they have included some ways, they've done what they've done, it's called customer research. So with this customer research now, they know what the customer like, and they've included that into their services. But for you who is doing a similar business, you might not be aware of this. So the only way you can know that they're doing this and that by doing a research. And once you've done a research, you're able to steal some ideas from them and also incorporate into your business, and you'll also been able to compete with them you're also able to compete with them. So let us look at how you can build an online presence. So building an online presence, you can achieve that through various ways, right from having a social media page all through to having a website. Also, you can also just list your business into online directories. You can also so there are various ways you can have an online presence. So in this digital age, it is absolutely essential for your business to have an online presence, whether it is a website, an e-commerce platform, social media page, or all these that I've talked about. So getting your company online will reap you major benefits. So even if your company does not conduct business online, customers and potential customers are expecting to see you online. So if if they don't see you there, you could be losing out on the opportunity to increase your customer base and get the word out there. So as you can see, we have Imiveli Design and Juma Tour. So these are examples. So these are examples of businesses that are having online presence in various ways. So if you look at Imiveli Design, so these are businesses that have been listed on GMB and they're having a website from GMB. If you look at Juma Tours, yeah, so they're having a website but on Wix. And both these businesses have been listed on GMB. All right, so let us look at the different ways or different platforms that as a business owner you can achieve or you can have an online presence through those ones. So when you talk about website, so website could be a static website or a dynamic website. And of course, you know that dynamic websites are better than static website in the sense that it gives you more flexibility in terms of just adding the plugins, aspect to do with content management, aspect to do with just the responsiveness. So having your own website, you can have a static website. Also, you can also have a dynamic website. You can also, have an online presence through social media platform. So social media platforms, and we have a number of platforms around. So from my experience, these social media are popular depending on region. So some regions prefer or use WhatsApp more than other regions. Some other regions prefer Telegram. Some other regions prefer, TikTok. Some other regions prefer WeChat. So these social media pages are popular in different regions. So when we're talking about a social media platform, we are talking about an interactive platform which is accessible to a larger audience. So the reason why it is accessible to the larger audience, take Facebook for instance. How many people use Facebook daily? Facebook, we have, the elderly, we have the rich, we have the poor, we have the young. So it is where you'll find everybody. That is why sometimes when you're marketing, Facebook might not be the ideal placement platform for you because you might reach a huge audience, but they might not be the audience that are interested in that particular product. Online directory. So when you talk about online directory, we are talking about an online list of catalog of contact and website. So normally what online directory usually has, they have the name of your business. They could be having the address of the location where your business is, your phone number, and they could also be having so the details are usually limited: the name, phone number, address, and also maybe email address. And when I talk about online directory, so we have a number of online directories that have been there for a long time. Something like Yellow Pages has been there for several years, and so we have various versions of Yellow Pages. You could be having Yellow Pages UG, Yellow Pages KE, Yellow Pages TZ. Now let us look at e-commerce as one of the platforms. So e-commerce is where you sell your products or services through an online platform. So most e-commerce platform, you sell your product, you can also buy from there. You can also create an account and have your own store in some of the e-commerce platform. So now, let us look at the statistics, e-commerce statistics that we have here. So if you look at the statistics that we have here, it is pretty clear that the usage of commerce is on the rise. So look at the 400 million internet users in Africa. So I think China are above Africa. And we also have 10% of the global retail sales with an estimated value of 25 billion to be generated by 2025. So definitely a lot has changed since 2017. So we have more people buying products and services through e-commerce. So when you're talking about e-commerce, let us look at some of the examples of these e-commerce platforms that we have. So when you talk about Amazon, for instance, Amazon. So Amazon allows for individuals and businesses to sell and display products. So let's look at let's look at the interface, the Amazon interface. So let me share my screen and just I want us to look at the Amazon interface and how can you buy product from Amazon, how can you create an account from Amazon, and so much more. So let me share my screen, and okay, let me share the screen. So here I want us to look at Amazon as an e-commerce offering. So when you're talking about uh, Amazon e-commerce, okay. So I've just used that keyword, so hopefully I'll be able. So you see what happens is, so this Shopify is also an e-commerce website, but I'm not interested in that. So let me look at. Also, we have Sellix.com is also an e-commerce website, and I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in this, right? So this is how Amazon looks like. Give me a thumbs up if give me an okay if you're able to see your, if you're able to see my screen very well. Okay, so now there is Amazon. So for instance, if I wanted to buy, a leather jacket from Amazon and I'm not able to find the results here, what I do is I go to the categories. So I go to the category. So here we have departments. We have men's fashion, electronics, we have men's fashion. So I will go and say, okay, let me try men's fashion. What do we have under men's fashion? And when you come here, you're able to see a number of, and then there is a bag. So if I wanted to buy this bag, Timberland men's leather bag, I will click onto it, and then I will just read what it is about. So this is Timberland men's leather fashion. It has been given a ratings of, it has a ratings of 15,997. And the vendor is by, so this one is called Vendigo. No, I think this is a different language. So I'll just go to the size and look at the price. So this is around $24. So how much is this in UGX? How much is 20 in 20? How much is $24 in UGX? How much is it? And how much is it in BIR? And how much is it in KE? Hopefully, it's not a lot of money. Yes. So you can also choose the color that you want. So once you've done that now, and of course, if you want to read more about this item, it's imported, 100% leather quality. And then now, the next step is for me to add it into the cart. So you see where it's written, and now the map has captured that I'm in Ethiopia. So for your case, it might say that you are in you're in Gulu, for instance, or maybe it might point out that okay, you are in Jinja or you're in Kampala. So it has said, okay, I'm in Ethiopia, so now I will just add this particular product to the cart. So it's saying in my selected location is beyond the seller shipment coverage for this item. Please choose a different delivery location. So for some reason, they're not able to deliver this product to where I am. But for your case, they might be able to deliver it to your to where we are. So what you need to do is just add the product to the cart and then proceed to the payment bit. So it's pretty it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't require a lot. So So let me go back to my slide where we were talking about e-commerce offering. So, and we've looked at e-commerce, but remember we also have a number other e-commerce offering or other e-commerce websites. So as you can see, we also have Konga. So Konga is popular in Nigeria. You can also just Google Konga and look at what it does. So what Konga does is it offers large range of products that can be found on one platform. Also, we have Jumia. So Jumia allows customers to buy products like cell phones, shoes, and groceries. So have you been able to buy groceries from Jumia? Just type on the chat box if you've been able to buy groceries, electronics, or any other product from Jumia. Also, we have others such as Kilimall. So Kilimall is popular in Kenya. So it is one of the online shopping mall that connect merchants and consumers via professional e-commerce. So what I've noticed with some of these e-commerce platforms, they try to connect the service providers with the clients. For instance, if you are doing cleaning, for instance, all you need to do is through the platform, they will somebody will write that they need a cleaner, and they try to connect the cleaner with the service provider. So the cleaner will go directly to, let me say, Nairobi, or maybe Kawangware, for instance, to do the cleaning for the client, and then they deduct some commission onto that. So bit by bit, they're improving such services onto e-commerce. So it's not only buying, but you can also connect, service provider with the client, and after that, now they'll be able to deduct some commission. Let's look at Bid or Buy. So Bid or Buy is an online marketplace offering a convenient way for people to buy or sell virtually. So what I've noticed with these e-commerce platforms, they operate in more or less similar ways. The platform or the interface is more or less similar. So what could be different are just the categories of the products that they're offering. But in terms of adding products to the cart and finally moving to the checkout is pretty much similar. So remember we talked about online directory as one of the ways that you can use to have an online presence. So when you talk about online directory, we are talking about a website or a printed listing of information which lists businesses within your niche based on the categories. So the categories could be location, activity, or size. And so normally, so this is so that customer can find business easily through business to business or through business to customers. So we have two popular, examples of online directories. So we have Yellow Pages for Africa. We also have, Africa Business Pages. So let's look at how do you get listed on online directory. So first, you need to go to the URL, www.directory.africapages.com. So that is the first step. After that, now register your business details. You also need to include your contact details for people to be calling you, and also you will need to choose the sector where your business are. So normally, if you click onto the sector, there is a drop down, and within the drop down, you choose the sector that best suits your business, and also you need to indicate the country where you are. So let me ask you, why is choosing the country or the region where you are very important? I would love to hear some suggestions. Why do you think that when you're listing your business on online directory, it is important that that you list the region where you are? So let us look at how to get started or how to get your business on social media. So to list your business or to get your business on social media, the steps are pretty much similar. So for instance, if you want to list your business on Facebook, first you need to sign up. You need to sign up on Facebook. Once you've done that, you'll be required to add pictures. So pictures could be on your home page or on your background page. So normally there is the profile picture and there is also the cover page. So you'll also have to add pictures. Once you've done that now, you'll have to create a username. So you can create username especially for Twitter. Also, you can also create a username for Facebook. And also you can add your business details. So actually creating the pages is not very hard, because once you've done that, then you'll be prompted to click next, and then next you'll be asked to fill this next, and then finish, and then you'll have your page ready. All right. So do we have any question? Do we have any question? If we do, so all right. So I've seen so many people have joined. So let me just quickly give let me quickly give a shout out to the guys who joined. So I can see dry cleaners and laundry. See, I use radio. Okay. So I can also see Sigareta saying, hello, my name is Sigareta, joining from Addis. Thank you for joining. Maria is also saying, okay, I'm joining from Tinda. Sanjay is saying from Wakiso. This might be from Oromia region. Wakiso, if it is not Oromia region, it is maybe Gurage or Laite region. I can also see Malengera is saying, hello, I'm joining from Kinshasa, DRC. Thank you so much for joining. So we have a full house, people joining from different areas. Also, I can see Anne saying live from, this could be Entebbe. Entebbe. I can see also Isingoma saying, wonderful joining from Tanzania. Thank you so much. I can also see Orwa joining from Mombasa. Thank you so much, Orwa. I can also see Sengendo joining from Gulam. Thank you so much for joining. I can also see so we have a full house. 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 Fahad join saying, yo, thank you so much for joining. So Joy is asking, so is e-commerce really feasible in Africa with insufficient infrastructure? I think most people prefer to just go to a physical shop. So Joy, I think that's a good question. I agree with what you're saying. But now let's picture what is happening right now with the corona. So sometimes of course that Africa is not well developed, and therefore in terms of even the internet coverage, some regions lack internet. Even in Ethiopia itself, there is also one internet service provider, and sometimes the speed is usually very slow. But where we are heading to, and the way we've been forced with Corona, you remember now the interaction is going to be very minimal. And in some cases, especially when there is lockdown, so you'll be forced to buy a product and somebody delivers to you. So that interaction and the fact that Corona is forcing us to embrace this, then it means now the only way is e-commerce. And what e-commerce does, it helps you to save a lot in terms of, if, for instance, if you were to buy a product in a far off places, it means you'll spend money to go there and spend money to come back. So you'll be saving a lot, and also in most cases you find that for me as a business owner, when I want to set a price for a product, I'll ensure that I will also include the price for, the price for the transport cost, because, the transport cost, so that at least the price goes higher. So when you buy it online, the price reduces, and it is an advantage to you. So it is not feasible, but we are being forced to. Corona and the benefits are really making us to use e-commerce quite often. So now let us move to our second session, having no question. So let us move to how to develop your e-commerce offering. And when you talk about e-commerce offering, we're talking about a website. So this e-commerce are basically websites. And these websites, for you to have a website, there are steps that we can use. So here, we need to pick a domain name. Domain. And what do we mean by domain? So domain is what customer use to find you. So when you hear about Africa 108, so that is the domain. So if you go to the search engine and type Africa 108, that is what you would use to find Africa 108. Or if you go to Uganda export, and type Uganda export, so that is the domain, and that is what that is a keyword that somebody will use to find you. So domain name is what customer will use to find you. So when you buy a domain name, you purchase the name of your website, and the domain names are usually very unique. So once you've purchased a domain name that is written Uganda export, no any other business can use that, because normally if you type a domain name that has already been used, it will prompt you that this domain has already been taken, and therefore you'll be given suggestions of others that you need to choose from. So there are many, there are many sites you can register a domain name from. So we have Africa Domain. We also have Google Domains, and so many. Apart from Africa domain names and Google domain names, we have Bluehost, we have HostGator, among others. And of course, you'll realize that domain names usually have different extensions. The major ones are .com. So we have africa108.com. But you'll realize that some other domains are ending with .org. Some are ending with .et. Some are ending with .ug. Some are ending with .io, .tz. So we have different extension of domain. So now let us look at how do you ensure that your domain is secure. So especially for e-commerce website, because within the website, there is financial transactions that usually takes place, and therefore you need to ensure that your domain is secure. To secure your domain name, you have to ensure that there is an Ssl certificate that provided to you by the host. So, and this host, as GoDaddy, will also provide an SSL security for you. So when you're talking about SSL, we're talking about the secure layer, the secure socket layer. And this is the one that will encrypt information. And once the information has been encrypted, there is no third party that can intercept the information that is passing through your website. So GoDaddy is an all-in-one solution to grow online. So they provide domain and website builders as well as SSL. Also, we have Domain King. So Domain King is a host provider in Nigeria. And we also have Bluehost, one of the largest website hosting providers, powering millions of websites. So once you've picked a domain and you've secured it, now you go to the step of building your website. So in building your website, we have various platforms that will provide you with a template. And this template, what you do with the template, you just edit a few details, choose choose a template that suits your business, and you have your website ready. So when you talk about building your website, so right now building a website is pretty much easy as compared to some years back. Some years back, you could spend a lot, you could hire, a designer, and it could really take a lot of time because um, there used to be different platforms that you could use to develop a website. So there was the CSS where you could just come up with the layout, and then there was now the script part where the script that will be calling, the HTML, and all this it used to make making website hectic, especially when you want to come up with different pages, home page, the activity page. It used to take a lot of time, and it used to um, and from my experience, especially when you're developing a website, and then there is an error, there is a bug. It will really take you long for you to debug it and come up with a website that is bug-free, website that do not have broken links. All right, so let us look at how to utilize the templates that usually comes with Google Sites, Wix, WordPress, and amongst other templates. So templates are a big part of what makes a website builders easy to use. So with a template, you get all the basic structure and design on your website into place. So when choosing a template, consider if the basic structure is in line with what you want. So if you look at the template that we have there, it means now you have to change the content, you have to change the pictures, and so much more. So let's look at how you how to upload content. So when you talk about content, we are talking about digital content. So there are text, images, videos, and other medias that visitors will see when they come to your website. So content helps customers understand what your business is all about. And also content, it does not only help customers, but it also help crawlers. So crawlers are programs that will help to locate where your pages are, where your content are. So content are very, very, very important. So let us look at the best practices. So best practices when creating content for your website. So first, you need to ensure that you've done an audience research and you know your audience. So you need to prioritize on your audience. So it is tempting to make your website copy for about you, but your site will resonate more with your visitors if you think about your visitors' needs. Also, you need to research your competitors. So figure out unique positioning. Take a little time to research other websites doing something similar to yours. Also, you need to learn search engine optimization basics. So search engine optimization is how you increase your chances of ranking in the search engine when people look for what your website offers. So before you write your website copy, it is worth learning the basics of SEO, so search engine optimization. So, just optimizing your website so that it appears, on the first page, in the first 3 or first 4 lines. It's very, very, very important. So now let us look at how you can go above and beyond with e-commerce plugins. So especially when you're developing an e-commerce on WordPress, it comes with a lot of plugins. So what are these plugins? So we have discount and promotion plugin, easy to use checkout plugin, search engine optimization plugin, email marketing integration plugin, and multiple payment option plugin. So the reason why multiple payment option plugin is important is it will allow you to accept money from PayPal, from M-Pesa. It will allow you to accept money from KCB, and any other platform. So let us look at where do you download this plugin. So we have WooCommerce. We also have easy digital downloads, and we also have WP e-commerce. All right. So now So whatever you do, ensure that your e-commerce is mobile friendly. So if you look at it on the mobile, it is mobile friendly. So the reason why you're talking about mobile friendly is because we have so many people owning mobile phones. Because now when you're moving around, you move around with your phone, not your laptop or not your desktop. So that is why now, even if you want to buy something right now, because right now I'm doing a training and my phone is here. So it means that I'm able to do a lot much more with my phone. So it is estimated that we have 2.41 billion people uh, will be shopping online by 2021, and we have 21 million shoppers across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya. And also, we have 50% of consumers shop more on mobile phone than others. So the reason why mobile is very important is because mobile is very much portable, and you move around with it, and you can also do so much more with your mobile phone. So you need to ensure that whatever you do, your website or your e-commerce is mobile friendly, it's responsive to mobile, and you can also check if your site is mobile friendly using the site that Pius is also going to share with you on the screen. All right, so we are done with our second agenda. Do we have some questions for me to address? Do we have some questions for me to address? Do you have some questions for me to address? All right. So, so that customers can identify. Pius, maybe you can ask for clarity on the question that the dry cleaner is asking. But if it has been answered, well and good. I can say, Kucha Launch say yes. I'm free also saying live from Kampala. Uh, Nicholas saying, what is Facebook fate here in Uganda in line with online marketing? Facebook fate here in Uganda in line. So what I know is Facebook is usually popular. I'm hoping that it's also popular in Uganda too. So normally, as a business owner, you can create a Facebook business page. There, with once you've done that, you ensure that you will get people to like it, so that you have so many followers, and thereafter now you will be posting products from there, and people are able to see it. So the Fed, what I know is it's becoming more and more popular, and therefore it is one social media platform that you need to have an online presence on, so that you don't miss out on um, on potential clients. So I can also see, Kikimeko Patrick is also from Kampala. Aki is also from Woldia, Ethiopia. I can also see, Joan saying, joining from Kiangera. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now let us move to our final agenda. So final agenda, which is how to utilize social media to drive sales. And let me ask you, how can social media benefit your business? I've just given an example of how Facebook can benefit your business. So how can social media benefit your business? From my experience here, so for me, I started back in. I've been very lucky to be in Kenya, where WhatsApp is very popular. So when I came here in Ethiopia, and I thought, wow, now WhatsApp is not popular. Now Telegram is popular. So if you look at what Telegram is doing right now in terms of promoting business and just having people buy and sell, Telegram is really popular here. If you are in business and you don't have a Telegram page and you're in Ethiopia, you're missing out on a lot. So, and you can also find that if you go to another country, another social media channel is the one that is popular. So if you move to Rwanda, or if you move to Tanzania, you might find that now it is Instagram that is popular. So now let us look at how do these social media channels benefit your business. So now, so examples are, you can use social media to generate sales. So sales, you can reach new audiences and you can also create new opportunities as well. You can also add value to your brand. So if you consistently communicate with your clients on social media, you will be adding value to your clients. So more and more people will be becoming loyal to your brand. So you can raise customer service levels, you can start two-way conversations, you can also gain valuable customer insight. Also, you can be improving your marketing by targeting specific types of customers. You can also build a relationship with the network. So you can also build relationship with other business B2B, and you can also build your own community. So community, uh, so Telegram is very effective in building communities. You find that somebody has a Telegram page that has 1 million followers, subscribers. You can have a Telegram page that has 500,000 subscribers. And those subscribers, you look at them as potential clients. And you can also stay competitive with social media. So, how do you set up a social media strategy? First, we need to learn our audience. We need to set our business goals. And also we need to identify a social media platform. So, and also we need to check on our tone of voice and what is success. So we are going to look at this, what we mean by tone of voice, social platforms, what is success, examples of business goals. So we are talking about, audience, we are talking about who are your audience? What are they interested in? What is influences them, and when are they usually online? Which social media do they use? So those questions, if you ask yourself those questions, you shall have done audience research and you shall have known your audience. Also, in terms of goals, you could have a goal such as give better customer service, also grow your brand, also or generate more sales, or get more people on your website. And now, in terms of picking a platform, you need to accept the fact that some platforms are business focused, others are lifestyle focused. You need to accept the fact that some platforms are heavy on videos. Some platforms are just pictures, quality pictures or even short videos. So also you need to also to start with one platform, learn from it, make a few mistakes, and then try another. All right. So let us look at how to define your brand social tone. And these are the guidelines. So logo use, font and colors, tone of voice, do's and don'ts, and even the styling of the images. So that is why you in most corporates they usually consistent on the colors that they use. So the colors that they use must be colors that are appearing on their logo. So if within your logo there is no red color and you consistently use red color in your ads, in your communication, then it's not communicating. It's not consistent with what you're having. Then you're not using your brand effectively. So now let's look at how to define success. So uh, when you're talking about success, you're talking about setting out goals that are specific to your business and how you can measure whether you've succeeded. So there is growth in sales and traffic. Success could be improvement in customer service, calls answered, or star ratings. Success could also be increase in brand awareness, reach, and number, and even mention. So, right. So now, which social media platforms does your business use? Which social media platform does your business use? So, is it Twitter? If it is Twitter, Twitter is good for quick fire conversations. You can create a professional looking image on Twitter. With Twitter, you can get noticed and you can also join conversations using hashtags. So ask, when it comes to Twitter, ask KOT. KOT will help, we will help you know which hashtags are trending, which. Is trending. Also with Twitter, you can ask questions and run polls. You can also retweet and engage with content. your customers would like. With Twitter, you can pin, you can pin a tweet, and once you pin the tweet, it will stay there so that people will be engaging and looking at it. Also, as a business, are you using Facebook? So when talking about Facebook, Facebook will help you find, will help customers find you and see what your business is about. You can link your website with Facebook. You can also add opening hours and contact details. You can also include call to action button with Facebook. How about Instagram? So Instagram is a place where you can share photos and videos from new products, and you can also use your photo as a caption. You can tell a story. So for Instagram, you need to go easy on hashtag, but you can also follow influencers, the politicians. You can also follow artists, brands, and people you are interested to find. How about LinkedIn? So LinkedIn is great for recruitment. So that is where now, if you are seriously looking for a job, you should be very active on LinkedIn. You can also build professional networks or connecting with peers. So how do you create a LinkedIn page? So you can create a company, a personal or a company page and add a profile. You can also encourage your employees to become brand advocates, just making it active. You can make your company page, search engine friendly, and you can also generate interest by attracting special showcase to the pages. All right. So, do we have question up to the points that we have reached? Do we have question up to that point? So let me see if we have questions here. All right. So if you don't have question, now let me ask you, what is your next step? What is your next step? What is your next step? Having taken this training, what is your next step? Are you going to use Facebook to promote your product? Are you going to use internet to, just to improve your service delivery? Are you going to use, maybe Facebook to increase your engagement with your customers? Are you going to use any other social media pages to do customer research so that you can know one or two things about your customers when they're online, where they're coming from, what is their habit, and so much more. So what is your next step? I'd love to know. Also, I would also encourage you to talk about the training that you've just done on our social media pages using the hashtag that you have. So join Facebook, join Twitter, and also join Instagram. So just use the hashtag, grow with Google and say, okay, I attended a training that was conducted by Evans Rabari, and we learned about how you can use social media to drive sales. Talk about how to live, just talk about the e-commerce website that we've talked about. We've looked at Amazon, Kindle, also, talk about ways you can, as a business owner, you can have an online presence. So we've talked about online directories. We've talked about using social media pages. We've talked about websites and the fact that you can do a website by yourself. And of course, we have static website, dynamic website, and so much more. So please just talk about the session. Just use a hashtag and say something about the session that we have done. So now it is time to say it has been an awesome 1 hour with you guys. The session has been very, very much interactive. We've had guys joining from different regions, DRC, Ethiopia, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya as well. So mine is to say Thank you so much guys for joining. So in Kiswahili we say asanteni sana kwa kukuja. Here in Amharic we say amesegenalu, and also in English we say thank you so much guys and see you in our next session. Ciao.